Hello there, my delicious candy eaters. How are you doing today? We have Candyland today, the amazing level with the candy canes on the mobile version. Oh my god. So, first off, I want to just mention a few things about this level. Then we'll start talking about the difficulty and what I thought about this level. Of course, this actually, by the way, is not on impossible mode. This is only on hard, and the reason why is because I could not beat it on impossible mode on my first 3 tries. So, I'm going to have to work a little bit on that, but at least I want to get these videos out for you guys because I know a lot of people have been asking for them lately. So, hopefully, this will help you out just a little bit or make you happy just a little bit. I'm also going to get tar pits up in a little while, so don't get too mad at me. I just literally had no time. I've been working a lot on the science videos and everything because of the new year, so got lots of things to do, my friends. So first off, there's actually a bit of a difference between the Flash version and the mobile version. The first thing is that on the Flash version, you have a lot more room to place things. It's absolutely stupendous. You can put things basically on top of those little jelly beans that are the path. So that makes it a lot easier, but at the same time, the Flash version is just harder in general. So it's about equal, I'd say. Maybe the Flash version's a little bit harder still, but you still get a lot better placement out of things. And that's why the mobile version is a little bit on the difficult side. As far as how the level looks, I think it looks really interesting. You know, I just in general like it. It's colorful, it's bright. I think some daily challenges would be really interesting on this one, and random missions would be extremely fun on these. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there that I really like this level. I like the aesthetics of it. I just think it looks cool. As far as difficulty goes, it is a difficult level. It is very difficult. I think the main reason why it's difficult is placement of towers. You really cannot get very many good placements on things. Of course, you'd love to put stuff in the middle of those two candy canes, somewhere in there, but you literally can't fit anything. Nothing. No textures, no ice towers, no dart monkeys, no nothing. And as far as putting things even close to the map, it's kind of difficult to get them in there. You know, if you put a ninja or a dart monkey or something like that, like where I have them right now, you really just can't put much else there. You have to just put them kind of far away. And this does matter a lot for when you get to the maulers and the balloon chippers and all that good stuff as well. As far as farming is concerned, I farmed quite heavily on this map. I felt like it wasn't as important to get the most perfect defense ever as it was to probably just farm really well, and if you get a really good early game farm, by the time you get to the late game, it should be quite easy. Now what I did is, because I was trying to get this no lives lost, I might have overdid it a little bit as far as towers were needed to get no lives lost, so it might seem like I was overdoing it a little bit as far as popping power is concerned, especially on levels right around now. But I just felt like it was probably a little bit better to go for that than to lose a life or lose 2 lives or something like that, and then just look like a noob cake. Yeah. So if I was doing impossible and just throwing it out there, that I would not go so crazy with the snipers up in the top there. I got like a 1-0 sniper and a 1-2 sniper. I know, a little bit crazy right there. Kind of interesting. I agree. And then also probably wouldn't get wizards by the time I got to level 37. I'd probably get some sort of something else. Probably. I might even get some glue gunners or something like that. So, just throwing it out there. And right around now, I actually did not farm that much. I farmed a little bit, but I didn't really go crazy with it, you know what I mean, guys? I got like 3 farms up to 2-0, so that's alright, but you're going to start needing some more stuff beyond this. But once you get those 2 submarines, oh my god, it's amazing. That's another reason why the Flash Punch is a little bit harder, is because you did get, what, 4 towers less? No helicopters, no submarines, no engineers. It's kind of lame. And no balloon chippers. The balloon chippers, I think, are one of the most important towers to be just plain amazing at this. If you didn't have balloon chippers, you have to spam way more web maulers. And I, of course, think the balloon chippers are a lot better. Also, the submarines really help out if you just have a low-level ninja and you just get a submarine. Camo! You get camo detection with those guys, so it's amazing. Now, I did go a little bit crazy right here. I did go for a 3-0 farm. And I was like, well, I don't have enough money for 2 4-2 balloon chippers, so I wanted to go for just one of the 4-2 balloon chippers, and that means I had to upgrade it on level 46 on whichever level came out. What are your opinions about this level, by the way? Do you guys think it was a fun level, an interesting level, too hard of a level? I would say this is right on the border of advanced and expert. That's probably the best way to put it, because I know that if it's some sort of if it's hard enough where I can barely beat it on impossible mode, then it's going to be, you know, obviously just a difficult level. I would say it's an expert level. If I can't beat it on impossible, it's probably an expert level. Like, I can beat Castle on impossible. Not no problem, but I beat it a lot easier than this level for sure. Could be just because it's a new and different kind of level, but at the same time, anytime you get them with 4, that's a lot. Absolutely, guys. It's freaking a lot of them. So just a little bit on the crazy side. And what else? Oh man, somebody's texting me. What do they want? What do they want? Go on. Oh, now he wants to play. Oh god. Guys, gotta give me 5 minutes. Alright, whatever. Alright, so what did I do? Yeah, he wants to play League of Legends with me right now, so he's gonna have to wait, because I got a few more minutes of commentating, my friends. This is a post-commentary, quite obviously, because we're speeding up about 3.5 times or so. 3.3-ish times or so. So it's a bit sped up, but hopefully it's easy enough to follow. Now, when I do these levels, I usually don't like to make guides for people, because when I make guides for people, they usually just copy what I do, and they don't learn, and they don't really know what they're doing. They're just doing what I'm doing, and that helps them win. I don't like when people do that. I really don't. I don't like making guides. I like making tips and tricks, or just have people kind of learn from what I do. You know, if they're like, oh, well, this guy used more submarines. Oh, that was a really good idea. The submarines were actually a good tower to use in the big game. Maybe I'll go ahead and use some submarines around there. But I don't really like when people are like, oh, I'm going to use, okay, he gets a submarine on level 20. I'm going to get a submarine on level 20. I'm going to upgrade on this and this. You shouldn't be doing that, guys. And I always don't like when people do that, especially when they complain about, oh, he's too fast or something like that. It's okay. It's okay if it's a little too fast for you and everything. You guys will catch up eventually. So here's where I got a little bit on the confused side. I was like, oh, snap, guys. We got 2 4-2 farms, which was absolutely stupendous, I must say. It was delicious. But as far as balloon popping power goes for a level 63, difficult. Frickin' cold. So what I ended up doing is I thought about it for quite a while, but I got a 4-2 farm or a 4-2 cannon. Oh my god, I almost burped right there, but I didn't. 4-2 cannon on the left side, and then on the right side I decided, you know what, I'm going to sell my balloon chipper, and I'm going to get an Arctic Wind. And it worked out. It did work out. It was a little bit risky, you know, I could have went with a couple other things, but I just really did not want to sell my 4-2 farm, guys. That was like the least thing that I wanted to do out of everything that could have happened. So here you can tell that I literally have no Moab pop power besides those balloon chippers. I mean, the ninjas are like alright, but I would not consider them Moab pop power by themselves. They can barely pop a Moab after they shoot it a bunch of times. So yeah, it's gonna be really difficult. Also, actually, I went up to a 2-3 sniper in the top right there, which was kind of crazy if you really think about it. I almost never, ever use 2-3 snipers. Why did I have to change my mind and use that guy? Well, I felt like this was one of those levels where, since I couldn't put things really where I wanted them to, you know, I couldn't get them exactly where I wanted, a sniper would be something that just attacked things that I wanted to attack. So I could actually get him going over there on these Moabs or BFBs or whatever, just to get things going, get things flowing. Alright, I gotta tell my friend 1 minute, otherwise I'm even 1 min. Okay, so, what do we got going on here? So this is where I was a little bit confused on what I should go about doing. Should I just go straight out balloon popping power, straight out Moab popping power? Let's mix it up a little bit, because you got a couple weird hard bloom levels in here. 76, 78, you got like 83 and 82. These are like weird regrowy levels. So you can't just go all Moab popping power, guys, especially with balloon chippers. If you go way too many balloon chippers, you're going to end up dying. So I actually went with something a little bit on the weird side. I went for a 4-2 big one mortar. Yeah, I know, kind of crazy. I actually went for 2 of those guys, by the way. 2 big ones. It seemed kind of weird, but I felt like it was just a really good thing to use, because you get a lot of space where all those balloons kind of line up right there. Nothing is ever not going to run into those big ones. Plus, I got the Arctic Wind, and plus I got the 4-2 cannons and all that good stuff. So I really felt like my balloon pop power is pretty much set by that. So I'm not worried about balloon pop power anymore. I'm just worried about, obviously, Moab pop power. So this is where I started getting the balloon chippers. And this is one of those ones where it's a little bit weird. Should you go for balloon chippers or Moab maulers? If you get them all coming out of the same spot, Moab maulers would be the way to go. But since they're kind of spaced out, some on the bottom, some on the top, some on the left, some on the right, you know, all over the place, 4 different areas where they can come out, balloon chippers are much better to use. And this is where I think I would have a little bit of trouble on the Flash version. I could probably do it, you know, probably using some sort of weird Dartling gun and Moab Mauler mix or something like that. But other than that, I'd probably have just a little bit of troubles with it, you know what I mean? Just a wee bits of troubles. And that's pretty much it, guys. Nothing really special happens in the last few seconds here. Obviously, level 84 is a little bit on the difficult side. Whenever you have anything that you think is hard, it's usually level 84. That's the tough level, and then 85 even is actually really, really easy if you have any sort of balloon chippers in existence at all. Now, what I also could have done is I could have gotten an extra 4-2 farm. Or I could have, could have sold my 4-2 farms and just got crazy amounts of something. You know, I would have that extra $60,000 or something, get an extra couple super monkeys or something to deal with these oh my god, but I didn't even think I needed it, so I was just like, hey, I'll just roll in the monies right here, make me good for really, really late game if I really wanted to. Also, a first strike or something was possible. That's all I'm gonna have for you guys today. Hopefully you did enjoy. Thanks for watching. Have a super duper delicious day.